What are your thoughts on Dzhokar Tsarnaev, the accused Boston Marathon bomber, appearing on the cover of Rolling Stone, which was released last week? Because more often than not, the cover of Rolling Stone features people within your line of work as opposed to people who attain notoriety in the manner that Dzhokar Tsarnaev did.
Right. Well, I understand the controversy, and I think a lot of people were surprised when I wrote a piece about it in a number of websites. Rare.us is a conservative website, and Newsmax.com and WND. And I guess I have to preempt this with another genuine and sincere prayer for all my friends in Boston. I know it's a tragic memory that the smell of hate and blood is still alive, and we wish nothing but total healing for all our friends in Boston. And I, with that in mind, I did not condemn Rolling Stone for using this punk's picture on the cover, even though it was a cute picture because he's a cute guy. I don't think anybody is referencing the cuteness or any type of rock star adulation. I think it's important to expose monsters and devils and terrorists and haters like this punk and his brother. And I think that Rolling Stone does not have a good track record of being honest journalists, but oftentimes they do get it right. And when they scrutinize someone like Charles Manson for being the subhuman piece of crap that he is, I think they did the same thing with this terrorist. And I thought the writing was rather well done. I forget the gal's name that wrote it, but she did a good job of exposing the subhumanity and the sheer demonacy of terrorism overall, and how this punk smoked so much dope that his brain went to hell, his spirit went away, and he became desouled intentionally so he could perpetuate and perpetrate hate upon innocent Americans in Boston. So I thought it was important to scrutinize and to dissect and to expose the system, especially with the nonsense that Rolling Stone usually stands up for, that drugs are a victimless crime when it fries your brain to the point where you become a devil and kill innocent people at a marathon.
Now, it certainly touched a nerve with him being on the cover here in the Boston area. Did it touch a nerve with you as a musician that someone who is a non-entertainer was on the cover of a entertainment magazine, which is generally prime real estate for people who want to promote their albums, concerts, and whatnot?
No, I don't, because I lost faith in a Rolling Stone magazine. I thought they have really insulted Muddy Waters and Howlin' Wolf and the originators, the guys that came up with the term Rolling Stone, and for certainly the greatest rock and roll band in the world, Rolling Stones. They used to have some journalistic musical integrity back in the original days, but I think most of the people at Rolling Stone are also dope smokers, just like the terrorists were. So they don't have a very a believable moral compass or a journalist compass or a professional compass. So I think they can do it as they damn well please. You know, I really revere, not just respect, but I revere the First Amendment, much like I do the Second Amendment and all the God-given rights as guaranteed in our U.S. Constitution and Bill of Rights. So I think it's important that we just back off, take a deep breath, and no matter how painful and how much suffering an individual brings into our lives, I think we still have to know that it's important to dissect these individuals, to research their past and the system by which they became so hateful and so terror-driven. So I thought it was important they did it, but again, you have to have a jaundiced eye and scrutinize everything that comes up in Rolling Stone magazine because it's all too often inaccurate. But again, this piece I thought was done rather accurately, and I don't think there was any content to the story on this punk that glorified him or tried to make him look like a rock star by any stretch of the imagination.